Hi, aloha, and good morning. I am Jamuna, and today I picked out, I felt like going into I don't know, I looked over and there was my card deck, Angel Blessings by Kimberly Maroney, and there are cards of sacred guidance and inspiration. And coincidentally, and not coincidentally, of course, I chose number 4, intuitively, the Shekinah, which is a manifestation of God, also a feminine form or spirit of God. We'll go into it now. And so I'm going to read from the book what it says. It's unity, and Shekinah represents unity. For the splendor of the Shekinah traversed the world from one end to another with a radiance greater than that of the globe of the sun. And everyone who made use of the splendor, on him no flies and no gnats did rest. Neither was he ill, nor suffered any pain. No demons got power over him, neither were they able to injure him. And that's the book of Enoch, chapter 54. Here we go. The Shekinah has been referred to as a divine manifestation of God's presence, God's active light, and a mighty cleansing light that the angels enter before prayer. As the bride of the Lord, she is a manifestation of God in humans. She redeems us from all evil and liberates us. In the Talmud, when God drove Adam from the Garden of Eden, the Shekinah remained under the tree of life as a tremendous source of healing and protection. In the Torah, the Shekinah was sent into exile along with Adam. Quote, to lead the Shekinah back to God and to unite her with him is the true purpose of the Torah. End quote. The essence of our work is to reunite both our earthly self and eternal self with God. The first thing to recognize is that you are a unique manifestation of the divine. Most of us have forgotten this. Your life task is to transform your body temple into a pure dwelling place of the eternal. God is seeking direct communication with you and longs for your return. Put aside judgments and unworthiness and open your heart. Often you do not realize it, but spirit is as close as your breath. You limit your experience of God's presence through your concepts, when you attain the final goal of union or fusion, you are always aware of God's presence in all forms. God is a living, expanding, and evolving being who desires your love, just as you long for God's love. The eternal self is your individualized fragment of God. It receives a stream of electronic light substance or liquid white fire which enters the physical body through the pineal gland and fills the nerve channels. This light flows through us, causing the heart to beat and energizing the brain, allowing us to function. As long as there is peace, love, and a strong connection with God, youth and beauty result. When undesirable thoughts control the mind, they are reflected in the form of illness and aging. This does not mean that you should repress feelings and memories, rather the opposite. Be willing to root out the negativity within, and it will be replaced by a divinely tranquil spirit. Be ever alert to receive wisdom and energy from your eternal self. Meditate often and commune with this fragment of God within. Your eternal self is the Shekinah and provides the power which the outer self uses to hold the connection with its divine source. The outer self and the eternal self are in reality united. The greatest illusion is that we are separate from God. Believing this, we think we are the doer, or fall victim to the circumstances of life. The eternal self is not interested in smoothing out earthly problems, but presents difficult and painful opportunities to stimulate the process of cleansing and harmonizing. God has given us free choice to express either limitations or divinity. The unquenchable yearning and incessant longing to be with God emanates from the eternal self. If you haven't experienced this yet, you will. The longing leads you step by step through the process of freeing yourself from illusions. This is done by making you recognize that you feel desperately alone and abandoned. These feelings are the greatest gift from God, who is just behind them, waiting for you to break through with your desire. When you are nearly overcome, God comes to you on the energy created by the intensity of your longing. Call on Shekinah often to purify you with God's active light, to fill you with the presence of your eternal self, to protect and heal you, and to take you home. And then underneath there's like music. Michael Jackson, Will You Be There from Dangerous. Anton Bruckner, Ava Maria. Pointer Sisters, Automatic from Greatest Hits. And Elton John, The One, from The One. So I thought I'd put that in there. And again, it's Shekinah, and the message is unity. And today, remember to purify yourself often with God's active light. Call on the Shekinah. All is well, beloveds, and thank you so much. Mwah. Aloha and one love.